Today, we have exciting news because whether it's sunny or not sunny, whether you're feeling dull and haggard or bright and cheerful, today we launch 2 new shades in Bright Light and Bronzer, Golden Glow. So we now have this beautifully competed 4 in each. And I just think that I have had a really weird relationship with fake tan. Let's just talk fake tan. Can we talk fake tan a second? I've got a guest on in a minute too, and we're going to go through some shades together and how to do bronzer and how to do highlighter, because I never learnt properly and I've only picked up along the way. So I'm with an expert makeup artist, Pauline Briscoe, and we're going to go through in a minute how we do it. And everyone can have different ways that they learnt, and then we can kind of always, I feel, have an opportunity in our makeup life to rethink our routine. And I have definitely, when it comes to having fake colour on my face like a bronzer, I have so rethought my routine over the last many years that I have done makeup. And I think every skin tone can feel an element of pastiness. Whatever your skin tone is, from an alabaster to an ebony, we can feel we have a winter face and we have a summer face. And even if we use SPF fully, our summer face still feels more glowing and alive and alert. And that's what we're going to talk about today and how to do it. I'm very pale and I've always been a little scared of bronzer. I don't want to look orange. With this, I totally agree, Nikki. And I think we're going to really talk about how not to look orange, because I spent my 20s, for some of you who are my age, wearing number 7 fake tan mousse, and it came out like this. And I put it on a sponge, which I never washed. Habits I just cringe at. And I put it all over my face and all over my body, and I was instantly tanned and I loved it. And I would stay with friends for a weekend, and the mother would call my mum and say, can she bring her own sheets next time? Because I was like the Turin shroud. I left a path of fake tan wherever I went. And anyone who wears fake tan religiously knows that feeling. They've got so much better over the years. But still there is that feeling that, well, when I make over women, I will notice if a woman's wearing a lot of fake tan, but they feel wan and they want fake tan because they want to wake up feeling bronzed. Now, I have quite a strong position on fake tan, because I think that there's clever ones today, but there are still some out there that can clog your pores. And you know me, I'm about scrubbed, healthy pores, glowing skin. So I much prefer having bronzer that you put on and you take off at night. It's just my methodology. And I think it's nicer to get your skin to a condition where you love your skin. Whatever the color of your skin is, you love it because it looks healthy and well, and to do that through skincare. So should we then get on Pauline? All right, now, are we ready to get Pauline on? And then we'll take questions too, because you know me, I love that we will do this, Hannah, as a Q&A and take questions as we do it. So let me get Pauline on, who's just the nicest makeup artist, and I adore her. Where is she now? There she is, Pauline. She's ready and waiting. Brilliant. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. She's coming. She's a coming. There you are.
Hello.
How are you, darling?
Hello, how are you? Can you see me okay?
I can so see you. Darling, I'm very excited we're on today because we're launching our 2 latest shades. There we go. The first one is our highlighter Firelight, which is a warm fireside glow. And then Naomi Golden Glow, which is a deep mahogany bronze. So I would love, I think all the ladies on, we've got now 4 shades, and I'm going to take everyone through the shades. But you and I can talk about our tips and tricks, Pauline, about applying highlighter and applying bronzer, because I think there's a lot of mistakes people make. There's a lot of people who are scared of wearing them. They've had bad experiences, all those things. So I'm just going to do quickly what we've got. So in highlighters, and have you done a base yet?
I have done a base. I have used my Just a Touch Cheryl because I absolutely love this one. You found my perfect colour. Should have called this Pauline.
I know, we should have called it Pauline, darling, but we didn't know you then. And you know Cheryl, who it's named after?
No, tell me.
It's named after Cheryl Conte.
Ah.
Do you know Cheryl?
Yeah, yes, obviously I've heard of her, but I haven't met her before. But that's amazing. That's fantastic. All right, so I didn't know you did your base, so I've got a little bit still more okay, go on then. I've still got a bit more pigmentation here, so I'm just gonna hide that a little bit with my Just a Touch. I always
I'm putting on a bit of BFF first, just to get you know, a little bit evenness of skin tone. And also because I'm doing a lot of retinols at the moment, and I do AHAs, and I just feel winter or summer, I must never be without SPF. And I think using certain skincare ingredients, definitely. But if it's sunny, for sure too.
No, definitely.
You're not using de-stress today. I'm going to put a tiny bit of de-stress
the only reason I'm not using the distress is because I love it. It's glowy, but I really want to show up the golden glow. I want that because I've got quite naturally oily skin anyway, but I really want to show the golden glow Naomi. But so if I put it on, it might. Because exactly. I'm in the, you know where I am, right? I'm in the sun at the moment. I'm in
Nice.
Where are you? Nice, in France.
Oh my God, we are so jealous.
Shall I just? I'm going to try and flip. I'm going to flip my camera.
What is that background? What are you doing? Fantastic.
Look at that.
Oh my God!
It's a bit overcast. But can you see the sea?
Why are you there?
Oh right, so you're going to be so happy because thank God these came in time.
Yeah.
And no one knows this yet. This weekend, I'm going to be working with Serena Williams. I'm going to be doing a TV commercial. So I'm going to use Golden Glow in Sawala on her and Candlelight. Because her skin needs to be really bronze and really glowy. So these two babies are going to make...
Pauline.
Yep.
How brilliant.
Yeah, she's
exciting.
She's doing 3 commercials out here.
You are.
So I've been in quarantine for 7 days.
You have, just so you can work with.
Yeah, my last day's today, quarantine, and I've got a 4-day shoot starting tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, darn. Well, thank you for coming on.
That's all right.
So let us start now. When you do, I mean, I don't always wear highlighter with bronze, and I don't always wear bronze with highlighter, but we're going to do both today. Which one do you do first?
Right, bronzer, because on darker skin, I'm glad that me and you are doing this because we can see the difference. Now, darker skin, I find when as a makeup artist, I tend to bronze and highlight in a different way than I would say to Caucasian or fairer skin tones. So I'm glad that we're doing this. So with bronzing, we treat it like a contour at the same time. So like contour the features. So with the bronzing, so this is the Naomi one, I would tend, this is how it looks, by the way. I would tend
to see Pauline properly, if you double click on comments, everyone, you can see her full face, because that's the irritating thing about Instagram.
Oh yeah, the comments are coming. Okay, I'll try and sit up maybe. Yeah, so with the bronzing, I will tend to start around the temples and then work the colour around the outer edge towards the ear, and then take it to the cheekbones. Tuck my cheekbones in, and I'll take it like how you would do a contour, like a cheekbone contour. And then I would go down around to the jawline like that, and then you literally go around the face and do the same thing on the other side. And that's how I would bronze darker skin and keep the middle bit quite light. So we've got a quite light.
So you're making contouring, because I haven't met many women of colour who don't have a juiciness in their cheeks.
Yeah,
you know, true. And that's sort of, you know, it's just then it is that giving that more shape here.
Yes.
Because you've got such a meaty,
I've got a fleshy,
delicious cheek.
Which
mine isn't bad either, actually, but I think, you know, the loss of volume, because you have a different skin, means that you're just not losing collagen as quickly as we are.
That's correct. It's true. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's true.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the shades, just what we've got, because we start with Genster, which is a gentle golden bronze, and this is for really, like, Pauline, I would use this on a sort of, you know, peaches and cream skin tone. It's just got a slightly yellow underbase. And then we've got Gaia, which is the next shade up, which is the shade I use, which just has, it's got a, I would say in a weird way, a greener tone to it.
Yes, slightly, I can see it. Yeah.
And then Sawala, which is the shade Lila uses, which is, you know, peaches and tan and, more.
Does Lila use this shade? That's interesting.
Lila uses it,
That's interesting, because obviously I'm going to use this on Serena because she's fairer than me.
I mean, she uses Gaia. Gaia is her proper shade, but she likes to, you know, there's girls of a certain age like to really be tan. So if I'm, at the moment, Pauline, I'm really, really pale. So I can put on Genster there.
Yeah, and then rub it in.
And I can just get a nice little bit of colour. And generally, I do it like it's a little all over.
Moisturiser almost.
Like a moisturiser almost. And it does have that beautiful, gentle glow to it. So I can do that all over.
But this is... Sorry, go on.
But that I in a way I'm doing with Genster what you're doing with Naomi.
Yeah. So obviously this is not 100% like a contour, because contours are normally matte colours, But this is why I love this one, because it's got the glow at the same time. And glow is so in at the moment. Everyone wants to look fresh and glowy, but then you've got like the tan in it at the same time, gives you that lovely bronzed effect. So I'm glad you came out with this. Does it launch today, did you say?
It launched today, darling.
Woo,
we are
congratulations.
And I am so happy too, because then I feel I have a shade for everybody, you know, and it was an area where we made this commitment in July of what we would have, you know, for all shades inclusivity. And I feel today, there's a big tick. So I'm very excited.
This is why I love you, because you are so inclusive, and, you know, that's why I love you, basically, because that's one of my main things. And, you know, as a makeup artist, we struggle a lot, especially makeup artists that do a lot of black skin tones or darker skin tones. It's so difficult, and you normally have to try and mix colors to try and get that shade, or you love that brand but then they don't have that shade, and it's like annoying. So I'm glad I've got this in the right time as well.
I know, I'm really glad I'm very, it's fortuitous you got it. I've now put on Gaia, darling, so now it's as if I've been in the south of France with you as your assistant.
Yes.
And I'm just giving you the colour. Tell me what you feel about, because I've had this conversation with many makeup artists, but when you've got, it's like what dominates in your face according to where you do colour. Because I've got quite a deep forehead, so I do tend to go a little bit up there.
A bit darker on the outer corners, always. And obviously, black skin tones, we do that. Well, I do that on black skin tones too, 100%. Nothing's worse when you've got a light hairline, or especially if you part your hair here and your hair is really light in there. So sometimes we, even as a makeup artist, if I'm working with a hairstylist, have to take the colour in the part, because we're naturally, our scalps are naturally lighter.
That's a very good point.
Can you see that? Your scalp is lighter.
That's a very good point. I'm just going to
there you go,
gently do a tiny bit of my scalp.
There you go. And it's just more natural, because otherwise you're going to see a really white line there, and then your face will be bronze, and it just look a bit weird. And
it does look weird.
And then obviously if you're wearing open top, try and add a bit of the colour onto your neck and your chest area.
I mean, it depends if I'm wearing a white top.
Yeah, it depends what you're... I know.
Yeah, you know, and it depends how long your neck is. And I think if you have a shorter neck, then I do end it earlier. I just think you don't want to get every single white shirt dirty. Yeah. But
as long as when you end it, it's blended through really well. You don't want to see like a harsh line on your jawline. So
no, 100%. We never want to see that.
Yeah.
I do sometimes also use, I'll use bronzer and start as if it's a contour, like you were saying, but then I will bring it into the whole of my face.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just,
no, of course, bring it into the face, but obviously at the same time, just be really light when you don't go too heavy-handed on this bit, because you don't want then your face to look flat and one-dimensional. It's nice.
Do you do your nose? Because I like to do my nose.
I do, because that's where the sun hits, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's where I always used to burn as a child.
Oh God, I still burn now there.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't think black people actually we burn, but we do. And
you burn. I know you burn. Yeah.
We burn. So this is why black people need to use sunscreen, SPF. You know, skin is skin at the end of the day.
And and it's very important to be an advocate for that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Hannah, any questions as we go, darling?
I think there was loads that came up.
There's loads. Yeah, Hannah. 1 second. Yeah. Sorry. Say it again, darling, because you were on a quiet. Yes.
Sorry. There's a question on the texture of Golden Glow.
Golden Glow is a creamy, it feels gel creamy combined had a baby, but when you put it on, it's very easy to blend in.
And it's translucent as well, which is really nice. So it's buildable. Right. It's really sheer, isn't it? I like it.
Yeah. Look at that. And I think the buildability is the most important thing, because
100%.
You don't want to plonk it on. And I feel, for me, I mean, you and I are of this thing, but if I used to get, you know, a powder, and I used to do that and do that and do that. And sometimes there was too much on the powder, and I'd have like this kind of literally, I'd have this mark here.
Yeah, and you can't get it off.
I'd have to go onto my forehead and go like that.
Yeah, endlessly. You can't get it off. You don't want to do that. That's why fingers are the best sometimes, because it warms up on the fingers. You can control it easier. You can add and just build. And you can, if it's too much, you just blend it through like that, and then it just shares out.
So should we go on to highlights now?
Look at that.
It looks so pretty on you.
Look, I've been on holiday for 2 weeks.
I can't wait for you to use it on Serena.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so glad I got this in time.
All right, darling. Now highlighter, because
right.
highlighter, you know, there's a little trick. I'm just going to go through them first.
Yeah.
So we now have 4 highlighters, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
We have, let me just start here. I'm just going to actually swatch them. So we have our original, which is Starlight, which is
I'm going to swatch it as well.
Shade.
Yeah.
There. And then we have Candlelight.
Oh, Candlelight. I've done that in the wrong order.
We've just we brought, it was the last shade we brought out.
Okay.
And that's more candle. Hang on, let me just get them on for you. So Starlight's like a neutral champagne glow. Candlelight is a soft peachy glow.
Yeah.
And then we have Sunlight. Sunlight.
This is my ones.
Sunlight there, which is a warm goldeny glow. And then our latest one, which we just launched today, is Firelight. Firelight. Oh, I love your swatching.
Look.
And Firelight to me has...
It's like a gorgeous bronze. How different does that look on me and you?
So different.
Mad, right?
So different. So Starlight, Sunlight, Starlight, Candlelight, Sunlight, Firelight. Yeah. And you can just see they get warmer. Oh, they look so pretty. And they look so pretty on you. And they look very different on both of us.
I know, it's great. I love that though.
Okay, so I'm going to use Candlelight and Starlight because I'm going to use them differently.
Right, I'm going to use Firelight. So where would you place your highlight?
Well, I will always start off just above where I might have bronzed or contoured.
That's correct.
So for me, that's like the safest place for me to start. And I'll just kind of gently go here. I won't go into, if I have a pocket where my eye has a teardroppy bit, I won't go in there because I don't want that bit to be shiny. So I want to keep it like that and then maybe go a little bit here.
Yeah, that's correct. There you go. I don't know why I'm saying that's correct. I was like, I'm teaching you. But yeah,
no, but it's good. Please, I'm never, ever, ever too late to learn tricks because...
No, I think, no, you're doing it correctly. So you've obviously learned and you're doing it well. And just press it in and just make sure there's no harsh edges as you go along. This is why I like to turn my head. How far do you like
to go down to your cheek?
I like to go about here.
Oh, you do? You're going nearly fully on the cheek, yeah.
Because I've got a lot of cheek, so I can afford to do that. It depends on how much space you have. I've got quite a lot of space, so I can afford to go. Because what it is, say I had blush on, I always like to blend the highlight in the blush. I like everything to look seamless. I don't want to see streaks of different products on my face. It's got to blend through seamlessly. So that's why I might, I always, tap it into your blush. Is that your natural cheek colour? It's lovely.
I'm going to put a little bit, no, I'm putting now on some wigs.
Right, okay.
I just want to put on a little blush like that.
Right, so since you're doing that, I'm going to do that with Munchkin just to show you what I'm talking about.
And I quite like sometimes, Pauline, to mix the blusher with highlighter.
You can always do that because that's the same thing, exactly. But then you'll definitely just get more of a shimmer here. But if you just want the shimmer to mainly focus on that part, you do it separately and then just blend the right light through it.
You know,
I always like to smile
with Hannah and Caroline Barnes.
Oh yeah,
about where you put blusher, and Caroline was saying the trend is coming back up here. And I was trying it the other day because it's very difficult for me, Pauline, because I have such lovely, brilliant makeup artists who I chat to. So Ray Morris is very much bring it as close to your nose. Caroline Barnes is then saying, you know, bring it up here because she's doing a lot of shoots, which Ray's doing too.
It's a different thing though when you're doing shoots. Obviously, she's doing more of the contoured, the kind of 80s, 90s style where it's more sharp. But if you want to just for everyday, natural, fresh and pretty, girly, youthful, I would keep it on the apples of the cheek only. If you're going out in the evening, you want it a bit more defined, a bit sharper, then you can go up and out. But it's different for shoots and different for real life. So it depends what you're doing, what you want it for.
Exactly. And at the moment for me, it's very much just real life.
Like most people, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to use, because when I do my little above the brow, I mean below the brow, I actually use Starlight. Because
you go a shade lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
cool. I'm just going to do the thinnest bit here. I don't want to do too thick. I don't want to go on the puffy bit of my eyebrow.
That's nice.
I just to lift a little bit.
Yeah. You can always lift off. Also, if you don't have a brush, because not everyone has brushes, you could always lift your brow and then just do like that. Just tap it along as well. So I'm just going to add on this side. I love this colour.
That's slightly lifted there, and it's a little bit further.
And it lifts your eye space up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really. I mean, if you look at my eyes now,
That looks higher.
Feel the side just lifted. Yeah.
Like in 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, that looks great.
And then I might put a tiny bit. I'd probably go back to candlelight for this, but I also like to put a little bit in an inverted V if I want to just open up my inner eye.
That's nice.
Just do a little inverted.
So with me, because I've got quite, I don't know what shape my eyes are. They're just a bit mad, my eyes. I always like to pop a little bit of the highlight on my inner corners.
Yeah.
It just brightens and opens my eyes. There you go. You're doing it.
Because I think also some people who suffer from dark circles, they always say, I've got dark circles, but half the dark circle's here, but half is in there.
100%. That's why a lot of people put concealer here and then on the outer edge as well, and then just blend that through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I have a natural dip, which I don't know where I got that from, but I end
Your mum? Your mum?
Yeah, that's what I think was my mum.
No,
yeah,
it's like it's
my mum. Actually, no, it's my dad. He's got that.
Has he?
Yeah, it's my dad. Yeah, it's him.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I have my eyes from my dad, not my mum.
Really?
My dad did have. Well, my dad had bags, and my mum had this incredible bone structure. Just like the kind of bone structure which, when she got older,
it just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It held up her face.
Sophia Loren, yeah, type.
Yeah, but yeah, a little bit more lined, but that kind of.
That's where you got it from as well, because you got all that. I keep saying you've got your model looks, haven't you?
Oh, darling, I wouldn't quite call it that, really. I really wouldn't quite call it that. I'll call it like, yeah, I don't know what I call it. Anyway, okay, so we're looking shiny, we're looking well. Hannah, questions, darling?
Okay, I'm going to go on my brows.
Back on Golden Glow, if it has a shimmer or a matte finish?
It has what I call a sort of satin finish. So it's not matte. So if I look at our contour, and that's a really good point that you made, Pauline. When I look at contour, and I'm going to show you the difference in texture by showing you contour. So this is my contour shade, Serena.
Yeah.
And this is
Serena, haha, funny enough.
Funnily enough. And this is my Golden Glow Gaia.
Yeah.
And you can see that different in texture. So if I put on Serena, just as a wash, you can just see it is quite matte. And if I put on, hang on, let me just get the right one. Put on Gaia, there's a nice little gentle satin sheen.
Yeah, which is always nice when you want to glow, right?
I'm just going to now put a bit of that. I'm actually going to do a tiny bit of contouring, because I think that when we do bronzer and contour, we can use bronzer as contour, but I quite like to have the two together. So I'm going to actually go with my contour.
No, definitely do it your way. I'm glad these products have come out, because it's starting to. What's the weather like over there anyway?
It's now. Oh, you 4 days and you can't bloody remember.
7 actually. I mean, this is my 7th day. I actually don't know what English.
You know what, Pauline? You really missed the good weather. The day you got on that plane, the sun came out.
Oh, really? It's all right. I've been swimming. I've been in the pool, and you know.
Don't make us more jealous.
And there's a beach just literally there.
Oh, right. Shut up now. Shut up now.
Sorry.
That is just. I'm very happy for you. But
thank you.
And can I just say another thing I do with bronzer, and this is something that I've learned over the years, is that I use it as a base for when I'm doing eyes. It's like my outline. So I might take Gaia and I'll just do that.
Okay. I'm going to take Naomi.
Base and just do the shape I want to do of an eye makeup. And it can also.
It's lovely.
That's all I would do.
Well, I'm taking Naomi and I'm doing that as well. And I love it because it's like a glossy texture on the lids as well. You're on trend, you know, because you know that's on trend.
It's always accidental, darling.
Really?
Always accidental.
Well, it works. This is perfect for summer, this, I tell you. Really lovely. Gosh, it's gorgeous. Just gives a little hint of a colour, which is lovely.
Well, you just don't want much, but you want your eyes to pop a bit.
Right? This is lovely. You know what? I know you say you're supposed to put it in the places you're supposed to put it, but stuff that. I'll put this on my lips.
Would you really? I don't think I'll put this on my lips.
Go for it. I'm going to put it on my lips.
I don't think I could.
I can, look. See, this is a makeup artist thing. This is what we do. So we're quite brave.
You so can. You so can. No, I'm not saying you so shouldn't, because I love that people put things where they want them. I'm going to put Dido on my
I'm not finished yet, though, because I'm going to put Firelight. Just pop it here in the centre. See, this is the thing. You get a makeup artist on, this is what you get, because we go to town.
All right, I'm going to do it too then.
Look at that. Just on the centre.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. This is Firelight.
Okay, I'm doing Gaia.
And then why not put a little bit of Firelight on the center of the lid? Look at that.
Oh, I'm going to put Firelight on the center of the lid.
Just gives it a gorgeous, like a little, reminds me of the horizon, where it just like.
That is very pretty. Yeah, I should be putting candlelight though on.
Look at that. That looks nice.
That's so nice.
So this, I mean, this is what we do though, because we experiment more. So, oh, I love that. I think I like it on the eyes more than the lips though.
Yeah, I think on the lips for me, I feel like I've been hit by a 1990s moment. So I'm going to whisk that off rapidly. But I also got to say that I love...
On the lids then, look,
yeah,
the lids
I love
great.
Firelight for your skin tone as a highlighter on my eyes as an eye shade. Just saying. Just saying, honey. Just saying.
Yeah, I think, Lucy, multifunctional again. You do come out with the multifunctional products. Love it. Love that.
Well, I feel bronzed, and I think you look glowing and fresh. Like you could have had 20 hours sleep. You probably did.
You look like you're with me in south of France.
I'm in south of France with you. I wish. I so wish, Pauline.
I know.
Can I
it was hard to get here, though. It wasn't easy to get out here.
I'm sure it wasn't.
All the PCR tests and all sorts. So.
Yeah, but you got a change of scene, and I think that's glorious.
Yeah,
you know, just to have that few days. So have the most fantastic time.
Will do.
And darling, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Oh, how much do we want to be there? I mean, if you're in Australia, you probably don't, but I'm just thinking, oh my God, Hannah, how much do you want to be in South France right now?
Like, get me there right now.
Yeah, I know. And Hannah used to fly a lot, so she definitely is a get me there right now and really get me there right now. Let's see other questions that I haven't answered, guys, because I'm here to do anything. Face and lips look good, Trinny, but eye color looks a bit yellow, so almost look bruised. I think you're right, and I think that I would probably use it as a base, and then I would go on to an eye shade. So the ideal eye shade that I put on top of that probably is Empress. Oh, I haven't used Empress for a while. But it gives me a little, you know, it's like, you know, when you had the coloring in books and you looked at where you should put the color. And I think by putting on the Golden Glow first, it gives me a sense of where I should put the color. And then I put on Empress like that. And I'm not going to, you know, I can do a real knees up Mother Brown, very bad eye. And I do more immediately quite a good eye. Look, in 2 secs. That could have been an eye that took a long time. So there, I hope I don't look bruised now. And then I might finish off with a little bit more blusher because I do miss my blusher. So I'm going to put a little bit more wigs on there. And I really feel now that sort of wonderful bronze glow of summer. And if you feel that, you know, sometimes we can overdo glow. But for me, I think whenever I see a skin really glowy, I feel that the skin is very good. If you've done your makeup in the 80s and 90s when you first learned to do your makeup, it might be you're far more used to powder. So it's a question of looking at what makes a skin look like it's going down the path of life quicker. Face finish is our alternative to powder. So when I use face finish, I take a little bit in my finger like this and I put it on the back of my hand like it's a paste. And then I'll just tap it like here. Maybe I don't want to be shiny in there. So I'll just tap that there and it will just tone down the shine there. And then maybe around my chin, I just want to get slightly less shiny. And this works differently from Miracle Blur. And then on my forehead, I could just, if I wanted to, just tone down that look. Do you see, it just tones it down, but it still keeps a little bit of glow. There, so that's softer, and then you really see the highlighter working, and that's overall more shiny. Do you see the difference? In fact, you can really see the difference here on my forehead. In fact, how do I zoom again? How do I zoom? Do I double tap? Yes, look. You see the difference there? Like there and there. That's much more. You can see the line where I've put face finish, actually. God. Bit too close, really, but you see what I mean. There we go. Today, launching 2 new shades in our Golden Glow, Naomi, and in our highlighter, Firelight. So go and have a little look. Feel that bronze glow. Get into summer, ladies. That's what we want to do, isn't it? Yes, much better. Thank you very much. Catch up soon. Bye.